Got the script?
I got it. Let me know when you have yours ready.
All right, one second. Okay, Russell.
I got a privacy screen, so yeah, we're gonna have to read off my phone. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Good evening. My name is Seth Galloway.
Hi everyone. My name is Tamia Norris.
Oh, this you.
Tonight is a special and momentaneous occasion in our lives. We are excited to share this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with you all. Tonight, we ask that you respect all of the seniors and their families so that the ceremony can remain on time and dignified. It is important that every student can hear their name called and that cheering and yelling are kept to a minimum.
During this dignified ceremony, there are parts that require silence. We would oblige and respect the silence during these times. Also, please remain in the seated areas and not in the stadium aisles. During the ceremony, our day will be a day to remember that everyone will have respect for others.
We look forward to the proud faces of the parents and the excitement of the class of 2026. And during the commencement, we look forward to taking pictures with everyone.
We are very excited to experience this milestone with you, but we want it to be a respectful evening for everyone involved. Welcome, parents, families, and friends of the class of 2026.
Thank you, and let's make it a great commencement.
I better hurry up.
Bye.
supposed to do the national anthem, then me.
Yeah, but
I say the
you, yeah,
what am I supposed to say?
you said, and welcome our NJROTC and preserving our colors.
Do you want to do that?
NJROTC, please present the colors.
You may be seated. Good evening, graduates, families, staff, board members, and members of the Euclid community. And most importantly, good evening to the elite class of 2026. I am Karen Brown, the proud superintendent of Euclid City Schools, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony and celebration this evening. Yes, tonight is a celebration of your achievement, but it is also a celebration of your growth. Because the truth is, you did not simply arrive at this moment, you grew into it. You adapted, you persisted, and you kept moving forward, even when the path was not always easy or clear. And that says something important about who you are. Along the way, you've heard a lot from adults about focus, and you've heard about the R factor more times than you can count. But you didn't just hear those words, you lived them. You showed what it means to respond with resilience and to take ownership of your lives. Class of 2026, tonight we celebrate all that you have accomplished and all that still lies ahead for you. Congratulations, we are so very proud of you. And now, please welcome the Euclid High School Varsity Chorale.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Corey Russell, and I'm the principal of Euclid High School. Tonight, we celebrate the elite class of 2026. Families, friends, staff members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Brown, Central Office leadership, and most importantly, graduates. Thank you for being here to celebrate this moment. Class of 2026, before I say anything else tonight, I need you to know something. I am proud of you. I love your energy, I love your spirit, I love your resilience, and I love the way you brought life back to Euclid High School. Tonight, as your principal, it is hard for me to imagine this building without you in it. because I have never spent a day as principal at Euclid High School without you. But before we talk about where you are going, I think it is important that we remember where this journey actually began. The road to commencement did not begin in 9th grade. It began when somebody registered you for kindergarten. It began with parents, guardians, grandparents, and family members who encouraged you, sacrificed for you, and believed in you. Thank you for every early morning, every difficult conversation, every celebration, every sacrifice that nobody saw. This diploma does not only belong to the graduates sitting in front of us tonight, it belongs to every person who helped carry them there. Give it up for your parents. That journey continued with elementary teachers and principals who taught you how to read, write, dream, and believe in yourselves. It continued with middle school teachers, counselors, coaches, and administrators who helped prepare you for the next stage of your life. Hey, you see that VIP section down there? They represent our elementary and middle school principals. Let's give it up to them. The journey continued with the Board of Education that believes in investing in opportunities for our students at Euclid High School. Let's show some love and appreciation to our board members. The journey continues with the leadership of our Superintendent, Karen Brown, and our central office leadership team who helped provide the structure, support, and vision that made moments like tonight possible. And it continued with the countless staff members at Euclid High School who poured into you academically, emotionally, socially, and personally throughout these last 4 years. So let's show the people on this stage tonight who always have your back, let's show them some love with a round of applause. Every time I get a chance to address the public, I want to make sure I thank and recognize very special people, our veterans, and active members of our armed services who are here with us this evening. Your sacrifice, commitment, and service to our country have protected freedoms that many of us take for granted every single day. Because of your willingness to serve, our students are able to pursue their dreams, their education, and their future opportunities in safety and peace. So please honor those who have served our country in our military, our armed service. Let's give them a hand. Joining their ranks tonight, we are especially proud to recognize members of the class of 2026 who have committed themselves to serving our country through military service. Jackson Greenway is going to the United States Navy. Gianni Austin is also going to the United States Navy. Robert Wells is going to the United States Marine Corps. Denasha Miller is going to the United States Navy. And Darian Howard is going to the United States Navy. This appreciation phase would not be appropriate if I didn't give some special love to Mrs. Tamara Clemens. Ms. Clemens, your fingerprints are all over this class. I lost my space. You shepherded this group from freshman year all the way through senior year, and you kept your sanity. It's amazing. Some of the long conversations that we've had about our students, I'm surprised that your hair isn't as gray as mine. Class of 2026, I want you to know something. We started this high school journey together. When you became high school freshmen, it was like I became a freshman all over again. I was transitioning from being an elementary school principal into the world of high school as you were transitioning yourselves. We were figuring this thing out together. There were rocky moments, There are growing pains, but growth usually begins on rocky roads. For both of us, sophomore year was a doozy. Junior year is when I actually realized that there was something I truly liked about this class. You are smart, athletic, enthusiastic, adventurous, and hilarious. You represented Euclid in Washington, D.C., and some of you traveled internationally this year to Greece. You have explored the world while carrying Euclid with you. And during your time here, you brought back pride to Euclid High School. You created energy in our student section. You are the champions of our pep rallies. You competed hard, you celebrated each other, and you reminded us what school spirit is supposed to feel like. But while you brought incredible spirit to our building, you also achieved at an incredibly high level. This class amassed over $1.4 million in scholarships. That is the most of any of my graduating classes. That number represents opportunity, it represents hard work, it represents sacrifice, and it represents possibility. Class of 2026, you have truly lived the performance pathway. You became leaders. You shaped the culture of this school, and you influenced the students who are watching your leadership. Now, before you leave here tonight, there is something that I need to remind you of. You heard it your first day as freshmen, and you better believe you're going to hear it your last day as my students. The R factor. Event plus response equals outcome. It's simple, guys. E plus R equals O. Life is going to hit you. Some of you it's already hit already. But hear me say this. You don't control every event that happens to you. Your response is your choice. The quality of your response determines the quality of your outcome. And E plus R equals O is simply the way that life works. So when life gets hard, remember this. You can always press pause so that you can get your mind right, so you can step up. And if you have to, you're able to adapt and adjust so that you can make a difference. And I'm asking you to continue to sharpen and build your skills because you're going to have a strong mind in order to face the challenges that you still have ahead. My hope for you is that you become disciplined people who do what is effective even when it is uncomfortable. I hope you refuse to become people who blame, complain, and defend every time life does not go your way. Because life will challenge you, but Panthers respond. And I want you to remember this. Every single day moving forward, you have the ability to act with purpose, serve people, solve problems, bring positive energy wherever you go. People should know that you are from Euclid just by the way you show up into a room. Class of 2026, thank you for letting me be your principal. Thank you for your spirit. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for helping me shape the culture of Euclid High School. You will always be a part of this place, always. And this place will always be a part of you. Congratulations to the elite class of 2026. Now go show the world what Panthers can do. Tonight's keynote speaker is somebody who is really cool. Her name is Destiny Thomas, and she is an astronomer, science communicator, and advocate for equity in STEM. Her passion for astronomy began in childhood through visits to the Euclid High School Planetarium and was further shaped by an internship in the astronomy department at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. A first-generation college graduate and salutatorian of her high school class here at Euclid High School, she earned a BA in physics and astronomy with a minor in philosophy from Emory University, where she conducted undergraduate research on active galactic nuclei in distant galaxies, far out. Destiny has delivered hands-on STEM programming to more than 6,000 individuals through her work in informal science education. She began her career at the Great Lakes Science Center, where she developed curriculum and led programs in robotics, coding, circuitry, and engineering design. She currently serves as astronomer at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, where she develops immersive planetary experiences, delivers public science programming, and coordinates special events and educational initiatives. Additionally, as a media representative for the museum's astronomy department, Destiny has shared astronomy and space sciences with audiences through national television broadcasts, radio, print, social media, and digital platforms. She also prioritizes mentorship, guiding students, training new colleagues, and fostering partnerships with organizations including the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Greater Cleveland Chapter. Most notably, during the 2024 total solar eclipse over Cleveland, Destiny served as a feature science communicator across multiple media outlets and public events. Her contributions to science, communication, and community engagement have earned her several honors, including Crane's Cleveland Business 20 in their 20s, recognition as one of the youngest inductees into the Euclid Alumni Distinguished Achievement Hall of Fame, the She Leads 100 Leadership Award for STEAM Education Empowerment presented by the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Greater Cleveland Chapter, the Who's Who in Black Cleveland 2024 recognition, and recognition as Emory University's Physics Department 2024 Celebrated Alumni of the Year. As a scientist, educator, and role model, she continues to spark curiosity and cultivate a sense of belonging for future generations of innovators. Euclid, help me bring back to the stage and back to Euclid High School, Destiny Thomas.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, Euclid High School's graduating class of 2026. This is my second time on stage representing Euclid High School for a commencement. First, as a graduating senior and salutatorian of class of 2013, and now as a proud alumna. And I have to say, I am incredibly proud to be here today. Honored and humbled to serve as your keynote speaker this year. As I begin, graduates, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine something with me. So picture this, first day of high school. You walk through those doors carrying more than a backpack. You carried expectations, questions, maybe a little fear. Some of you walked in excited, ready for a fresh start. Some of you walked in trying to act confident, even though you were nervous. Some of you were wondering where your classes were, who your friends would be, whether you'd fit in, or if these next 4 years would be everything people said they would be. That version of you had no idea what was waiting on the other side of those doors. You didn't know about the late nights studying, the tests that would stress you out, the friendships that would change you, the setbacks that would challenge you, or the moments that would make you question yourself. You didn't know about the victories either, the laughter in the hallways, the memories you'd make, the people who would encourage you, and the moments that would remind you that you were capable of more than you thought. And somewhere along the way, something happened. Without even realizing it, you changed. You became stronger, wiser, more resilient. You learned how to keep going when things got difficult. You learned that growth doesn't always happen in big moments, but sometimes it happens quietly, in the ordinary days where you barely notice. Now open your eyes. You're no longer the person who walked through those doors on that first day. You've become someone that version of you would be incredibly proud of. Graduates, this is your time, your moment. Every late night, every challenge, every sacrifice, every time you push through self-doubt, stress, or uncertainty has led you here. Today, you are not just standing on a stage, you're standing on business. That's what graduation really is, meeting the person you were hoping you'd become. 13 years ago, I sat where you're sitting, wearing the same colors, feeling the same anticipation, wondering what exactly came next. I thought adulthood meant having all the answers, but turns out it mostly means learning how to keep going without them. As someone who now spends her days talking about galaxies, black holes, planets, and the age of the universe, I've come to believe that life has a lot in common with astronomy. Astronomy teaches us how incredibly beautiful it is that we are all here together. Every one of us here is sharing this moment together on a small floating planet orbiting the sun, a G-type star amongst hundreds of billions of stars in our Milky Way galaxy. And our galaxy itself is one of billions of galaxies across the observable universe. When you really sit with that for a moment, it changes you. It reminds you that our existence is not just ordinary, it's extraordinary. Against all odds, on this tiny pale blue dot, life emerged. We emerged. We developed the ability to wonder and look back at the cosmos and ask questions about our place within it. This is often something I encounter as a science communicator. Guests who attend lectures I deliver in the planetarium love to ask big questions, like how big is the universe? Are we alone? And what happens inside of a black hole? Also, they do ask me, how do you remember all this stuff? But most importantly, they ask me, where do I fit in? I think many graduates are asking that same question tonight. Some of you know exactly where you're headed. Others may feel uncertain, maybe even afraid. But the truth is, very few people truly have it all figured out. Life is not a perfect straight line. It is messy, unpredictable, and full of course corrections. But astronomy teaches us something powerful about that. Stars are in fact born from cosmic instability. Massive clouds of gas and dust may seem scattered and directionless, but over time, gravity pulls those particles together and something extraordinary ignites. A star is born. There's a lesson in that. Instability is not the opposite of creation. Sometimes it is where creation begins. I've always been someone who writes my thoughts down since elementary school, and I've actually kept this little purple notebook that when I was 8 years old, I wrote these exact words. I want to be an astronomer. That dream began after my very first planetarium show. Sitting beneath that dome, surrounded by stars, constellations, galaxies, and black holes, I was amazed. I was amazed by how vast the universe was and how much there was left to discover. That curiosity followed me here to Euclid High School, where I took AP Physics. I also took astronomy with my teacher and mentor, Mr. Matthew Young. Through those classes and an internship at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History during my senior year, I discovered not only did I have a passion for astronomy, I also had a passion for science communication. After graduating as Salutatorian, I left to attend Emory University in Georgia as a first-generation college student, carrying that same sense of wonder with me. As a student at Emory, I studied physics and astronomy, conducted research, and I fully intended to pursue my PhD in astronomy. In fact, I was accepted into multiple doctoral programs, and for a long time, I believed that that was the path I was supposed to follow. But once I started down that road, something didn't feel right. And that realization was difficult because when you work so hard towards a goal, sometimes changing your mind can feel like a failure. And it took me a long time to give myself permission to admit that the future I imagined for myself was no longer the future that resonated with me, but that my journey to becoming an astronomer, as I wrote in my notebook as an 8-year-old girl, would be different than I envisioned. What I learned is that growth sometimes means rewriting the plan. Your purpose is not confined to one title, one path, or one version of success. For me, that shift led me to a career that I could never have fully predicted. Becoming the first woman of color museum astronomer at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History, where I now have the privilege of connecting with thousands of people and connecting those people to science, curiosity, and wonder every single day. I received numerous amounts of accolades, including the Cranes Cleveland Business 20 in their 20s Award, recognition as one of the youngest inductees into the Euclid High School Alumni Distinguished Hall of Fame, and also the Who's Who in Black Cleveland as well, and the celebrated Alumni of the Year Award from Emory University's Physics Department. My friends, all of that is to say that if your path does change along the way, it doesn't mean that you failed. It simply means you are learning more about who you are and what truly fulfills you. Sometimes the courage to change direction is what leads you exactly where you're meant to be. If your future feels uncertain, that does not mean you're lost. It may simply mean that you are still becoming. And truly, I believe that I myself am still becoming. And that's the true gift of astronomy. It is not only the science of stars and galaxies, it's a reminder of perspective, a reminder that time is precious, that human connection matters, and that simply being alive here together is a miracle. In a universe that is vast, we somehow find ourselves here, alive at the same time, in the same place, with the ability to dream about our futures and shape the lives that we want to live. I think there is something beautiful about realizing that each of your journeys has been different, and today you are united in this milestone, this accomplishment, and this moment of possibility. As you move into this next chapter, I hope you carry that cosmic perspective with you. I hope you remember how rare and miraculous it is to be alive, to share this planet, and to experience this moment together. I hope that no matter where life takes you, you never lose your sense of wonder. As a science communicator, I've learned that people rarely remember everything that you tell them, but they remember how you made them feel. They remember whether you sparked wonder, and wonder is one of the most powerful forces in the world. Wonder makes scientists ask questions. Wonder makes artists create. Wonder makes entrepreneurs innovate. Wonder makes people believe that tomorrow can be better than today. And graduates, I want you to protect that part of yourself. And finally, I want to leave you with this. The stars we'll see tonight are so far away that their light began traveling toward Earth before any of us were born. Light keeps moving long after it leaves a source, and the same is true for people. The kindness you show, the courage you demonstrate, the example you set, travel farther than you realize. The intelligence alone is not what changes the world. Character does. Information is not wisdom. Wisdom is knowing how to use your knowledge to help people. So whatever path you choose, ask yourself, am I making things better for someone beyond myself? The light you bring into the world leaves a greater impact than you realize, so let it be good light. Light that encourages others, light that heals, light that challenges injustice, light that sparks curiosity, light that inspires, light that fosters love and peace, light that changes the world for the better. And graduates, I have a strong feeling that your light will be exceptional. You do not need to have your entire future mapped out at this moment. You simply need the courage to take the next step forward. And if it gets challenging, always remember, the darkest skies reveal the brightest stars, and they give you the most beautiful star fields. And your future is full of possibilities still waiting to shine. Congratulations, class of 2026. Your journey is just beginning. Thank you so much. Congratulations, everybody.
At this time, it is my honor to introduce the Valedictorian of Euclid High School, class of 2026, Ben Obechina. Ben represents the very best of what it means to be a Euclid Panther. Throughout his 4 years at Euclid High School, he has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to academic excellence, leadership, service, and involvement in our school community. Ben has earned the distinction of being Distinguished Scholar all 4 years of high school, while also challenging himself through dozens of college credit hours earned through both Tri-C and Lakeland Community College. His academic achievements, dedication, and perseverance have helped him earn him a full scholarship to Northwestern University, where he will continue his educational journey this fall. Beyond the classroom, Ben has been deeply involved in the life of Euclid High School. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Senior Class Cabinet Environmental Club, the Freshwater Institute Trio, and served as a junior ambassador. He has proudly represented EHS as a member of both the men's varsity volleyball and varsity men's bowling teams, while also giving back through community volunteer work and participation in the Ohio Math League. Ben also is a standout student in the Career Technical Education Automation and Robotics program, where he is consistently demonstrating the curiosity, problem-solving, ability and innovative thinking that will undoubtedly serve him well in his future. What makes Ben special is not simply the long list of accomplishments, but the consistency, humility, character, and quiet leadership he has demonstrated along the way. He has truly made the most of his experience at Euclid High School, and we could not be more proud of him. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2026, Ben Obechina.
Good evening, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, students. Especially the ones who are tired of these drawn-out speeches. I know I am. I know that's right. When I found out I had to write a speech for graduation and that I was valedictorian, I do what all great minds do: procrastinated. My relationship to procrastination is like a failing student's relationship with ChatGPT. M-dash. It was toxic and got overly personal. The class of 26 has accomplished a lot these past 4 years. Strong grades in academics, fond memories and bonds, and a super expensive prom event. I mean, $125 a ticket. And what's beautiful about this wonderful group of students is, among other things, our shared culture of procrastination. Okay, let's hit the scene. It was a long, dreary day. Just got back from EC, you shower, get ready for bed, and as you rest your head on that pillow you never wash. Just me? All right. You realize something. That assignment you forgot to do was due in 10 minutes. You get out of bed and rush through your assignment, praying, hoping that you at least get a 50%, and you fail. Heck, if procrastination was a sport, we wouldn't even show up for any of the matches. We've all been through these monotonous group projects our teachers assign for us. Yuck, they want to give us experience working with the team. Procrastination taught us that teamwork was actually figuring out how much of the other person's work you could finish by yourself by the deadline at 11:59 while bawling your eyes out. And you know what? I think that struggle is what unites us as a class. By the end of senior year, we were infected by the disease of senioritis. And it got so bad that by spring, we were finding any excuse not to miss school, any field trip we could be a part of. Save Club Zoop trip was worth it though. Should have been there. The only thing running faster than me during volleyball practice were all the seniors from the halls of the high school. Yet, even with all the assignment delays and M-filled essays, we still managed to make it here to graduation. And that wasn't just our doing. For the parents, congratulations. Now you guys are free. Until you move back into the basement during our gap years. Yes, our gap years. For the teachers, like Mr. Brosovich, Mr. Zuka, Miss Spivey, and the like, give yourselves a pat on the back for dealing with us. I know I couldn't deal with myself. During my 4 years at this high school, I have learned the values of leadership, of service, of perseverance. However, despite all my best efforts, I just couldn't seem to stop procrastinating. But just because we have a habit of procrastinating doesn't mean we can't change. So go make your bed, go do that workout, because I know doing these things now can change ourselves and change the course of our lives. Man, so many changes. Sound like Obama over here. God bless you all, and let's get our diplomas after number 2 speaks, unfortunately.
At this time, it is my honor to introduce the Salutatorian of Euclid High School, class of 2026, Madison Bartell. Madison has distinguished herself throughout her time at Euclid High School through her academic achievement, creativity, leadership, and involvement in our school community. As a distinguished scholar and member of the National Honor Society, she has consistently demonstrated dedication and excellence both inside and outside of the classroom. Madison also challenged herself academically by earning 21 college credit hours during high school, preparing herself for continued success beyond graduation. This fall, she will attend Kent State University, where she plans to study interior design and business. During her time at EHS, Madison has been actively involved in a variety of programs and activities. She participated in the TRIO Upward Bound program, was a member of Forte, participated in the astronomy club, and served as cheer captain during her freshman year, demonstrating leadership and school spirit from the very beginning of her high school journey. Madison was also a proud member of our career technical education music production program, where she blended creativity, technical skill, and innovation in ways that reflect the diverse talent she brings to our graduating class. What stands out most about Maddie is her perseverance, positivity, and appreciation for the people who helped support her along the way. She represents the well-rounded excellence that we strive to develop at Euclid High School, and we are incredibly proud of all she has accomplished. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Salutatorian of the class of 2026, Maddie Bartell.
Good evening, administrators, teachers, staff, family, friends, and most important, the graduating class of 2026. Standing up here today in front of you all is an honor and a little unbelievable. Not long ago, we walked into this school for the first time as fiery, bright-eyed freshmen eager for high school. Now, here we are, as critical thinking adults ready for whatever challenges we may face after this. So let's all take a deep breath and give ourselves a round of applause. We made it. Being salutatorian isn't just about grades. It's about persistence. It's about getting up early in the mornings, even when we didn't want to, just to come to school. It's about participating in extracurricular activities and figuring out how we could possibly fit it into our extremely busy schedules. And it's about the moments we wanted to give up, but we didn't. I know that same persistence exists in every single person here today. Each of us reached this moment in different ways, different struggles, and different victories, but we all made it. Over the years, we learned more than just what year World War I started, 1914, or when to use a comma. Still can't fully understand that one. We learned how to adapt when plans change and how to ask for help, and how to help each other. And even though we definitely won't miss hearing Mr. Russell's corny jokes over the announcements every day, we did learn that E plus R equals O is kind of real and applies to life every single day. We can't always control the events that happen, but we can control how we respond to them. This is key to remember as we continue our journeys. Now, let's not forget to thank the people who helped us get to this point. Thank you, Mr. Russell, Ms. Clemens, and all our teachers for believing in us, even when we doubted ourselves. Thank you for the patience, the encouragement, and the time you all put in to help us grow, not just as students, but as people. Thank you to our families for being there for us. Thank you for all... Thank you for all the rides to school, work, and activities, for the late-night pep talks, and the unconditional support you have provided us. We wouldn't be here without you. I hope that we never forget where we came from or the people who helped us get here. As we move on to the next chapters in our lives, whether that's college, careers, or even the unknown, I hope we continue to not give up and to take risks. The future doesn't need us to have everything figured out. It just needs us to keep moving forward. Today is proof of how far we have come, and a reminder that we are capable of far more than we think. So congratulations to the class of 2026. I can't wait to see what happens next in the next chapter. Thank you.
All right, Ben, now for the part we've all been waiting for. Please help me welcome Ms. Ebony Wright, Christina Hewis, counselors for the class of 2026, to issue the diplomas.
Good evening, everyone. Before we start the diplomas, again, I am Ebony Wright. I am the senior counselor of the elite class of 2026. Just a few thanks. Thank you. A few thanks. I want to start because tonight is possible by so many people here in our staff in our amazing district. If I can start with our food services department, our ladies, they serve our students each and every day with smiles, and they don't get the thanks that they deserve, so we do thank them so very much each and every day. Next, our custodial staff, they keep our facilities clean. Again, we see you all and thank you all so very much. Next, if we can please take a moment and thank our administrative staff, our paraprofessionals. They go above and beyond their day-to-day duties. They sow seeds of words and encouragement into you all, and they're the reason why we're here today. Also, if we could take a moment and thank our security staff for always keeping us safe here in our building. In addition to Mrs. Edwards, she delivers class and professionalism each and every day. Your teachers, not only for senior year, but from 9th grade and above, but especially your senior teachers and your bouts of senioritis, and multiple bouts of senioritis, by the way. Next, if I can please take a moment and thank our counseling team led by Mrs. Walling, Ms. Mattinson, Ms. Hunt, Ms. Hinojosa, and Ms. Meissen, each and every day putting everything together so that we're here for this very special moment. Thank you all so very much. And finally, the elite class of 2026 team, starting with Ms. Russo, who works above and beyond hours, extending past the regular school day to support our students. Mrs. Jones, the backbone of our 12th grade office, who makes us all look good with her hard work behind the scenes. Ms. Jones, our amazing class advisor. She is, again, the rock with all of our activities, so many different things, her creativity. Thank you so very much, Ms. Jones. And last but not least, under the amazing leadership of our principal, Ms. Tamara Clemens. 2026, can we please stand up and thank our principal a proper thank you so very much for all of her hard work these past 4 years. Thank you all so very much. Respect where respect is due. Last thing, group, before we leave, I know. Thank you all so very much over these 4 years. We've had to have those tough conversations with you all, but I hope you realize that those conversations were led with love. We had an assignment to do for you to be here and to cross the stage today, and again, thank you so very much. All right, let's bring on the diplomas. Okay, good. We're starting with our valedictorian, Ben Obey Chena. Our salutatorian, Madison Bartell. Next are our academic honors and career tech honor students at this time. Nia Arrington. Jemiah Atkins. Declan Bird. Jayon Chesney. Lydia Funk. Jackson Greenway. Leishawn Hamilton. Alana Hitchcock. Malik Hogan. Alea Iverson. Nashawn Lawson. Rick Patton. Anthony Perkins. Kiera Perry. Delilah Simmons. Max Swerbinsky. Anaya Terrain. Dylan Walsh. Cheyenne Willis. Sharian Ziegler. Avery Lemon. Brandon Abrams. Jaden Abrams. Jajon Alexander. Tiana Amy. Jaden Anderson. Braylon Atchley. Angelia Austin. Gianni Austin. Wait 1 second. Milo Baca. Darius Backus. Sanaya Baines. Hey, Kelly. Kelly Banks. Rihanna Barker. Prince Barnes. Jaden Basie. Paris Beck. Adriana Bell. Jovante Bess. Demaya Beverly. Dylan Buford. Leonidas Bower. Lamar Briggs. Isaiah Brown. Javier Brown. Savea Brown. Take your time. Yeah, you good? Shakendala Brown. Tony Brown. Kavan Bugs. Andre Burke. Derek Burrell. Fiona Caldwell. Lamaya Carlton. Kamari Carter. Lee Carter. Jada Caver. Shamarion Cheney Reynolds. Isaiah Centron. Destiny Collins. Tajir Cook. Kariana Katri. Johnny Cross. Dorje Cummings. Delilah Dabney. Bobby Dancy. Talia Daniels. Dante Darby. Deontez Davenport. Rashaya Davis. Brett Davison. Samantha Dandridge. Yes. Jarek Dixon. Shema Donat. Jacarla Dotson. Tufani Douglas. Marcus Dowdell. Jarrell Dews. Ariel Dukes. Dontel Dunlap. Davion Eads. Dorian Ellison Bradley. Navia Ewert Johnson. Angelina Fowler. Oh boy. Ezra Fowler. Miles Fowler. Got it. Jaden Fox. Kimari Bryson. Isaac Frimpong. Tion Gabriel. Dwayne Gaines. Seth Galloway. Sydney Gamble. Amirico Garay. Nikayla Gary. Jaleon Gatewood. Kamarion Guinness. Kumaine George. Joliet Gibson. Tyler Gibson. Theodis Giles IV. Ray Glass. Kaya Glenn. Janila Godfrey. Darnell Gordon. Kevin Graves. Mariah Graves. Armani Gray. Nazir Greenwood. Summer Greer. Hang on. Jonathan Guillermo. Kendall Hall. Reginald Hall. Lawan Hamlin. Keyshawn Hamilton. Wayne Hamilton. Autumn Hardnett. Christopher Hardwick. Alexander Harley. Darion Harris. Devin Harris. Camille Harris. Gerald Hart. Jerron Hatchell. Malin Hurd. Amari Henderson. Jaden Hayward. Rain Hightower. Amara Hiley. Corday Hill. Tiana Hill. Myron Hines. Promise Hobbs. Joseph Hobson. Congratulations. Jamira Holiness. Brant Holly. Elijah House. Tamara Houston. Darion Howard. Holly Hudson. Claudine Irdunka. Shanija Irons. Nijon Iverson. Chanel Jackson. Javier Jackson. Javen Jackson. Amaya J. Donovan Johnson Jr. Janiyah Johnson. Shamaya Johnson. Christopher Jones. Constance Jones. Dantes Jones. Dynasty Jones. Maya Jones. Myla Jones. Jeremiah Jordan. Michael Kalinowski. Lorenzo King. Eric Kirksey Jr. Isaiah Canero. Alicia Cope. Gracie LaFortune. Kenyatta Lanehart. Alexandria Langford. Jeremiah Lee. Xavion Lee. Drew Leffel. Alea Lewis. Mariana Lewis. Jamario Lagan. Jayshawn Lagan. Aria Loper. Jordan Love Williams. Shania Mabry. Porter Macon. Jalen Mann. Deontay Marshall. Jamari Mason. Ajanine Maxwell. Jonathan McLeod. Mariah McCurry. Adriana Mackenzie Upshaw. Gabriel McMillan. Gabrielle McMillan. Ronell Menefield. Anton Miller. Denasha Miller. Princess Miller. Zairia Miller. Heaven Milner. Raven Mitchell. Matthew McCallow. Antoine Moore. Trenton Motley. Layla Muhammad. Beata Mukantwari. Corvell Nash. Jeremiah Naylor. Jeremy Nettles. Tyler Nettles. Tamia Norris. Kai Owens. Makayla Patterson. Marshawn Paul. I'll take your card. Ava Marie Payne. Janae Payne. Carly Perkins. Lamir Perkins. Javier Perry. Donita Perryman. Sharmika Perrymont. Sinatra Powell. Brylan Reese. Jaden Reyes. Leela Rivers. Amara Robinson. Devonay Robinson. J.L. Robinson. Kamora Rogers. Tiaja Rosser. Jaden Royster, Joshua Samuels, Armani Satterwhite, Jeremiah Schaefer, Jarrell Scott, Layla Scott, Daviani Smalls, Amara Smiley, Amina Smith, Jayla Smith, Jayla R. Smith, Malik Smith, Samantha Smith, Ava Somich, Danae Speaks, Louis Spraggins Jr., Amani Stanberry, Aaron Stevens, Jermaine Stewart, Mikhail Stitt, Janelle Summinget, Demayan Tate, the birthday girl, Gianna Taylor, Leonard Taylor, Anaya Thomas, Marcellus Thompson, James Tessino, Daylene Torres Ramirez, Micah Towns, Dakota Tucker, Elizabeth Van Raff, Alex Velazquez, Sierra Vendelin, Chloe Wade, Rihanna Wade, Samaya Walker, Amari Walker Sanders, Tyshawn Ware, Sierra Washington, Donovan Washington Sigler, Michaela Washington, Tiaja Watson, Robert Wells, Cameron West. Kendon West. Thank you. Brian Whaley. Xavier Whitehead. Sharia Whitlow. Cameron Williams. Anasia Williams. Rodrixia Williams. Rayshawn Williams. Shanice Williams. Troy Williams. Kaylin Willis. Javen Wilmon Holland. Soraya Wilson. Christian Wolford. Nair Woods. Heaven Worthy. Rayshawn Wynn.
You got a moment. I'm going to wait for them to get to their seat. Huh? I said I'm going to wait till the last student gets to a seat, so you still got a moment. Principal Russell, class advisors and faculty, do you attest to the fact that these students have satisfactorily completed the requisite course of study prescribed by Euclid High School, the Euclid City Board of Education, and the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce for the diplomas they have received?
I certify that all of the students participating in this ceremony this evening have met the educational requirements of the state of Ohio and the Euclid City School District, including the requirements of the Ohio State Test, and have earned their diplomas.
Now, by the authority of the Euclid Board of Education, I have the high honor to bestow upon you, the members of the Euclid High School class of 2026, the diploma of Euclid High School, along with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your caps. It's over. I'll let you.
All right, Panthers, here we go. We're about to begin our recessional. We can lead out. I'll meet you down in the middle.